Okay, so I'm just at my computer doing a little bit of editing, and I thought I would embark on a new DIY shield quest. So this is going to be for like the Sam Wilson Captain America, where it's kind of taking inspiration from like the winged suit that he has. So the idea here is going to be kind of a winged shield as well. So it's going to be this sort of squarish diamond sort of shape, but it's going to be mirrored as well. It's going to be a bit lackluster in detail, but the shape of it kind of makes up for that uniqueness for it. I've got a couple of things planned out at the moment. It's going to be in a specific style. I am going to try around a couple of different ideas. I'm also going to use the sort of Wakanda shield method of the handles, where I'm going to be holding it that way instead of holding it that way. It's quite interesting, this, because it's obviously a different shape, and it's something I know I can undertake. But I don't want to make it out of fucking shitty cardboard this time. I'm going to try and get a piece of plywood maybe, or something. I don't know what I'd actually use, but ideally something not cardboard. So I am going to cut this little bit here. Obviously there's going to be a lot more to this video. It's going to be about a week's worth of videos just crammed into about 10 minutes, he says optimistically. But yeah, that's the plan for a new shield. There'll be its own sort of review video for it as well, so that's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, let's get to the next bit. Right, I cannot find the piece of paper, the little drawing that I did, but no matter, I did find a nice big piece of cardboard. So I'm going to draw out the templates that was on the piece of paper. I've got that little bit of footage saved anyway, so I could just look back at that in case I forget anything. I'm only going to draw one half, of course, because then I can use that to flip it over and it will be perfectly symmetrical. I'm not going to do the same mistake as I did with my Wakandan shield and eyeball it, because it is not perfect and I am a bit of a perfectionist. So yeah, I'm going to draw it onto here. This might take about half an hour, annoyingly. It shouldn't really take too long, but at the same time I do want to make sure things are done correctly. I do need to get myself a pair of scissors too. Right, so the next thing you will see is the finished template cut out. There we go, so this is actually a quick mock-up of the shield. I kind of got a bit carried away. So that's supposed to be the top section, that's going to be in blue, there's going to be a white star there. The base is going to be white, and there's these black strips that represent the red stripes that will be going down the front of the shield as well. I've got handles positioned on the other side of the shield. Doesn't look too bad, really. I am thinking about, instead of having it flat, it kind of bends in a little wards. Bends in a little bit round, you know what I mean. Where it's kind of like that. You see how it curves a little bit, rather than have it flat. Kind of make you look like a bird or a plane sort of thing. Not Superman though, because that's DC. I don't know if you got the joke. I said bird plane and then obviously you say Superman afterwards. Never mind. But yeah, that's the idea. I just got to take this apart now, sadly, to get which was the okay, that's the one I cut out first. Sorry, that's the one I got to use. I got to remember that. No, it wasn't, because that's the cut mark. Oh, this is the actual one I got to use, but I need to remember that. So this is the half of the template I'm going to be taking off. Get rid of all this. Cut it out into some wood and then move on. Okay, I have my big wooden board. Went to B&Q, got myself a very nice piece. It's big and it's a bit flimsy, but when I cut it down it's obviously going to be nice and sturdy. I hope this works, because it's going to look a bit stupid if it doesn't. I've got the template piece here. Cut the shield back in half again, obviously, because it was just a scrap model. I've gone over it, as you can see, like a secondary outline around the entire shape. It's just the width of the little ruler that I've got there that I've been using. It's nice to have a little bit bigger, because the original model was a bit tiny. I don't know if I want to make this angled. I'd have to cut it down the middle with that middle line, as you can see there. Cut it down the middle, sand it on both sides on the inside to kind of give it that necessary shape, then put them back together. It's going to be very dodgy trying to do that, because I don't know what I would actually do in order to hold them together. I might just have to keep it flat. I don't mind having it flat though. That's something I'm okay with. But I have to think on it, actually, never mind. One thing I quickly got when I was in B&Q, I got my own Dremel! At long last, I have a proper cutting tool. I'm looking forward to using that on multiple things. And there's going to be a lot of holes in a lot of different materials. I've got some EVA floor foam here. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to using that. I don't care about melting the foam. It's thick and it's a bit shit, to be honest, but oh well. Right, stuff to do. Let's get on with it. Much progress today. Main shape has been cut out. Plenty of wood left over. I do want to try and make a secondary kind of layer to this. I've kept the original cardboard template pieces. I will be cutting them out on a new piece of cardboard, but I don't know if I want to keep it as that material. I might go for the wood again, try and cut out a second shape and kind of just go from there. I do want to be able to put in as much detail to this as possible because this is my own design. It's interesting. I've definitely got this main layer and that's like the minimal, like acceptance basically. I don't know how that's going to work though. It could work, I don't know, I'll think on it as I go along, but that's an optional extra basically. I need to sort out how the handle is going to work. I have to get an appropriate, or something that's really strong enough, like a good leather piece. I might just get a couple of old belts so that way they are adjustable. I'm going to need some bolts rather than screws, I think, because they'll be a lot stronger. There's a lot to really go over with this. I do need to spray paint the whole thing, obviously. Go over it in primer, mark out where the stripes are going to go, and then we will be kind of in the final stages. I'm looking forward to this. Very, very exciting times. More progress, but it was halted because I ran out of spray paint. And lots of background noise, that is. Things going on. Let's just show you instead of talking. That is now metallic paint on both sides. I'm going to go with metallic paint instead of white for the stripes. That is one side metallic sprayed as well. The other is just primer still. And that is primer on both sides. You can see in the middle there where I was running out. I don't know if I want to go over that again. May as well just go over it in the main colour now. Oh, much progress. Still figuring things out. Slowly but surely though. It is nearly done. We're almost there. This looks pretty damn impressive. I'm very happy with myself. Right. All I gotta do now is figure out the... Literally, it's just the strap now, the handle. And we're done. Yeah, actually done. Starlight's a bit too big for the blue bit, I know, but I don't care about that. Alright, progress for the handle has begun. Well, we're about to begin. Got myself some new tools, got a brand new knife, got some sewing things, and look at this luxurious red sort of leather material. Oh my god, I nearly went with blue, which is something I used before, and this looks so good. It's nice and thin as well, I can cut it very easily. This is something I used before, it's just a different colour. I know exactly how I'm going to be making the handle. I've got some foam as well to go inside the handle. I'll try and show you what I'm doing as I'm making it, because it will obviously make the most sense. But yeah, it's going to be so good. I know how to do it in my head, but I hope it turns out okay. I suppose we'll have to find out. So these are the handles, all sorted. I've got one that sits there, obviously it will be kind of scrunched up a little bit so I can actually get my hand through, which is really good. One that goes by the elbow, again, same feature, but obviously more space, because it gets a little bit thicker the further down my arm would be, especially with the new suit I'll be wearing. That is literally it. All I gotta do, piece it all together. We are literally in the final stage. Bloody hell, I'm excited.